joining me for the session today. Quickly, before I kind of start the session, couple of things which I would want to inform all of you guys that at Moksh we do various sessions on a regular basis, and objective of these sessions is to definitely give information and carve out the career pathway for the IMGs or international medical graduates. Let's start with the first, very important, but many a times due to lack of awareness, students are very confused, because when it comes to USMLE, there are so many lingos and jargons which normally a student might not be aware of. All right, so our objective is to introduce you to each and every terminology. All right, so let's quickly understand what all kind of words or terminologies or things which you'll be encountering in this journey. All right, so first of all, let's go step by step. The one very common word which when you are searching about PG program in America will be GME, graduate medical education. All right, all the residency or PG programs in America are called as GME programs. So when you search for your let's say surgery residency or a pediatric residency, you will be searching the graduate medical education department. Okay, a lot of times students have a misconception. Sir, I have done MBBS, I am already a undergraduate, I want to search about PG. In America, they don't mention something as postgraduate. What they mention is graduate medical education. All right. Next, of course, is the USMLE. It's the United States Medical Licensing Examination. This empowers you to, get yourself something called as ECFMG certified. Okay, ECFMG is a body which is responsible for you to, get an entry or access into the American healthcare system. So USMLE exam ensures you are ECFMG certified, provides that benchmark marks so that you can get admission into the residency or the graduate medical education program. Now this exam is conducted or co-owned by two bodies. The first body is FSMB, okay, Federation of State Medical Boards. Okay, so in US, okay, there is nothing called as a centralized body. It is all the states coming together and forming something called as FSMB, Federation of State Medical Boards. And the USMLE exam is co-owned by FSMB and NBME. NBME is National Board of Medical Examiners. Okay, this is the body which co-owns this examination. All right. Now, one very important thing should strike you or keep in your mind when you hear this word NBME. Now, since NBME is also a body which conducts examination, they every 6 or 12 months release something called as mock examination. Okay, these mock examinations are called as NBME examinations. They are called as board paper examinations. Basically, the questions released in these mock NBME exams are retired questions, the questions which were once upon a time actually appearing on the live USMLE exam. Those are also available in the NBME exam. So NBME is a body, but at the same time they conduct these mock examinations known as the NBME mock examination. So keep that thing in mind. All right, perfect. Now IMG, what is IMG? International Medical Graduates. Now all of you, when you apply for admissions in America, whether you have a green card or you require a visa to practice there, you are all, if you have studied from a medical school outside America are termed as IMGs. Those who have green card are called as US IMGs. Those who do not have green cards and want a visa, a work visa, are called as non-US IMGs. Okay. Now, a lot of times students have been asking me, sir, if I want the list of hospitals in America where I can study, how can I get that list? Like there is a MCI website in India where you can find the details about all the medical colleges. Similarly, if I want to do anything in America, how can I get the list? So you can definitely get the list from something called as FREIDA. So Google FREIDA and mention the word USMLE so that you could avoid the pictures of this Hollywood actress. But yeah, FREIDA is Fellowship and Residency Electronic Interactive Database. So every basically residency programs available in America, which is accredited and recognized, everything will be available here. All right. So you should definitely go ahead and check out the FREIDA where they mention what kind of salaries are these residency program going to offer you, what is the length of program, how many seats are available, what visa they are offering, each and every. And the best part, what Indians really love, FREIDA is a free resource. They don't charge any money. So you can just create your account and get access to each and every information. All right. Now, the next word is again very important. There are a lot of context, and the reason I am discussing these words, because you might hear this word, but you don't know what is the significance of these words. The next word is Acgme, Accreditation Council for Graduate Medical Education. Now, this is the body which publishes every year, like the way we have it in India, MCI accreditation. Now it's become the National Medical Council. Similarly, residency programs are graded. Some of them are given warning, some of them are chucked out of the list by this body, Acgme. So definitely Acgme publishes the report card of each and every residency program every year. So definitely refer to Acgme website to know the quality of your residency program. Another reason why you should remember this Acgme word is because lot of you are looking for clinical rotations. Now there are random companies available in India and abroad which give you clinical rotations in America. Majority of them place you in private hospitals or private clinics, which does not have much of a value. So whenever you are looking for any clinical rotation, ask the particular company or agency or anyone, is your clinical rotation Acgme approved hospital, yes or no? Only and only if the hospital is Acgme approved, only then consider doing clinical rotation from that place. Okay, any agency who is not giving you that opportunity, do not consider doing anything with them. All right, this is again very important information. Again, over years of 10 years we have seen these kind of smaller issues. Now, what is NRMP? NRMP is National Residency Match Portal. Now this program was designed so that the American admission system becomes very transparent, very merit oriented, without any possibility of biasness. It is a common application, admission counseling center. Okay, application of course happens via ERAS, Electronic Residency Application Service. But once your once your application is done on the ERAS, whether you got admission or not, the bridge between a program would mean a hospital or a university, and the candidate is the NRMP body. This ensures a transparent way of admission into the American system, and this also ensures that you are bounded by certain rules. For example, if a hospital gives you a job under the NRMP guidelines, they cannot back up. After 2 months, they cannot say, now we are withdrawing the job offer. Similarly, you as a candidate, once you accept a job at a particular hospital, you cannot back up after 1 or 2 months that now I don't want to join that program. So that kind of firm binding or commitment is what NRMP brings between a candidate and a hospital. What is MSPE? You'll hear a lot of jargons in this entire journey. So MSPE is Medical Student Performance Evaluation, all right? This is a document which you will receive from your dean's office or college office, which talks about your entire academic, non-academic performance in your medical school. It's like a record of all your marks, just like your transcript, but above and over that, a brief description of who you are, your strength and your journey. So basically it's a very, very important document, and it is one of the top 5 important required things in your entire CV or profile. Okay, so make sure. Lot of time I get information from students, sir, I am planning to prepare for USMLE, so I do not wish to focus much on my will let the dean's office know what was your rank, how good you were in individual subjects. So these things are again very, very important. So Shreya is asking, how much does medical college marks matter? See, your individual marks does not matter, but within your medical school, what was your score? For example, if you are in top 5, top 20, top 25, you can mention that separately on the CV. So this can be an added advantage. This is not a requirement, but yes, a strong MSP definitely helps you. All right. Then what is USCE, US clinical experience? Now, for admissions into the American healthcare system, in my consideration, in my book of rules to get admission, this comes at a second number. First is definitely USMLE. Second is your US clinical experience. So what does US clinical experience mean? It simply means that in the specialty in which you want to do post graduation, you should have experience of working in American hospitals before you join a PG program. How can you get this experience? Is by going for something called as clinical electives or clerkships or clinical rotations. Names are many. End objective is very simple: get access to hands-on American experience, and get something called as a letter of recommendation from American doctors of your clinical performance in America. Okay, so again, if you see the requirements or admissions, LOR, US clinical experience come on the top 3 factors of your overall admissions. Okay, then the word you might not hear immediately, but later on in your career, called as ROL, that is called as rank order list. So in India, when we apply for admissions, okay, during the counseling round, what we fill and called as preference list, the places where you want admission, that is called as a rank order list in the USMLE system. All right. Another word you might hear is something called as SOAP or SOAP. SOAP is also known as Supplemental Offer and Acceptance Program. All right. So this is something also called as mini match, or the final chance of you getting admission in one particular year. The actual admission process for US starts every year in September, where people apply admissions via ERAS. Once you make applications in the month of September, you are called for interviews in America in a normal world. During COVID, of course, these are virtual interviews happening. Then in the month of February, you submit something called as a rank order list on NRMP website. And in the month of March, the results are announced, where you might have heard the word called as match. So if you get admission in the hospital where you wanted to get finally join, It's called as match. And if you do not get admission, then you have opportunity to join the second round via the process called as SOAP, Supplemental Offer and Acceptance Program. This is completely online process. Every 3 hours the vacant seats and the vacant programs connect to each other. Vacant program directors and the people who are unmatched candidates, they get connected to each other. And if the suitability matches, then they would offer the seat. And it's basically the match day starts on Monday of a week, so second to third week of March. Tuesday to Wednesday the SOAP begins, Thursday it closes, and Friday the entire match results are published. All right.